So welcome and good day everyone. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Antihero and I welcome you to this actually the second, but the first actual Let's Play of the first Blackfyre Rebellion, in which we played Daemon Blackfyre, Daemon of Blackheart, or the Black Dragon, who would die on the Radgrass field, called as such because the grass was covered in blood by the gigantic battle that took place. So in the last video we did a little bit of marking up all of the Blackfyre relatives, not really extended family because there isn't any yet. Most of the Targaryen family, but not all, or allies of the first hour, and we kind of explained some of the kind of guiding lines, the guidelines of this Let's Play. We will be doing an immersive RPG kind of Let's Play in which we'll be playing the character, deciding things based on his or her characteristics and traits, defining traits such as honorable or ambitious or brave. At the same time, we agreed that we would land our family members because that was common during those times, unless they were very volatile and we could end up in a kind of King Aegon worthy scenario. Or, you know, Targaryen rebellions, or Bright Flame, or God knows what. So the goals within this campaign is to get upon the Iron Throne, mend the Great Schism between the Blackfyres and the Targaryens by matrilineally marrying all of the claimants of the Targaryen family who have claims upon the Iron Throne, which is of course almost everyone. We want to matrilineally marry the male Targaryens, and we want to, of course, normally regular marriage, the female Targaryens. Thirdly, from marriage we go to marriage, which brings me to the second goal. Meryn of Dorne is married to Daenerys, the true-born daughter of... she's Daenerys, yeah. and Aegon IV the Unworthy. And in the canon, Daemon and Daenerys are lovers, and as you can see, she's not happy with Meryn, so she's depressed. They were lovers, they should be lovers, they should be married. So even though he's honorable, he wants to be with Daenerys, and even honorable men know that in war and love, everything is allowed and permissible, even wanted so. So we're gonna divorce Lady Rahan of Blackheart after the war, and it's kind of a tentative kind of thing to say, to win the war. Why? Because I did 2 playthroughs already in which I utterly lost and I had to re-record, and it was annoying because it can just go wrong like in an instant. We want Bertrand Redtusk on our side. He needs to be educating kids. He has no warts whatsoever. We want the guy who's with us, Bertrand Redtusk, to be with us on the battlefield, of course, but also we want him to tutor him, and our other son, daughter is okay. No, it's not okay. We want you to be tutored by, make it arbitrary. Such a bad trade. Bad trade. Yeah. Just free up more space for our male family members, so they don't get the incompetent commander trade. So we want him to be educated by Aegor Bittersteel, who hates us later on in the game. Unfortunately so. I'm not sure why, actually. So yes, okay. Then we need to check educator. Still educated by? Nope. We will. Because Game of Thrones actually has this nice education system where when the kids reach the age of 6, you get the option to pay for their education. As you grow bigger and hence, you know, obviously richer, your annual income just increases and your wealth also increases. The cost will become like enormous. You will pay like 300 or 350, sometimes 400 ducats to actually pay for martial education, which is the which is the most pricey education there is. You can either choose from court education or stewardship education, or just saying like, I don't want to pay attention to this kid. But they get an obvious advantage from having like a paid education. Okay, he's too young, she's too young. He will be coming of age. Aryan, yeah, Aryan will be coming of age. Interesting things. Oh yeah, and we want to get a dragon egg. That's right. Somehow this guy has a dragon egg in his court. Who has it? Lord Lucas. Lord Ambrose. So this guy has a dragon egg somehow. I will look him up in the wiki to see if I can get any lore on him. And Aryan, like a little Targaryen, has a so Aryan Targaryen located in Dragonstone has a yeah, we didn't mark him yet. So we didn't do the extended family of the Targaryens yet, but that's okay. We'll get to that later. If we win in this video, I will do this. Otherwise, I will have to try and win again. Of course, I won in the video, and the one I didn't make the video of. So it just depends on the allies. So game plan wise, get rid of Reach as soon as possible. We really need to remove those stacks, because otherwise they'll get like a 50k death stack over here. And from an RPG perspective, this is also recommendable because he is a skilled commander, 33 in martial. So why wouldn't he, you know? He's like an amazing commander. We don't have a Maester yet. Even though we need our war chest, we will send for a Maester because we need our man to be taken care of if they return to Blackheart, wounded, to the castle of Summerhall. So give me one moment there. I'm extinguishing my cigarette. I am a smoker. It's so bad. But I just love it. I just love it. Okay. So game plan wise, that's also the case. Calling in allies, Arch and Aura of Tirosh, or father-in-law. He was married to her, to the daughter, and Daeron actually paid the dowry to make sure he was married to her, because he didn't want her then to marry Daenerys because of the relation with Dorne. He wanted to thwart his father's plans. Aegon Unworthy wants to conquer Dorne, and he wants to mend relations. And of course, he was also married to Maria Martell. So yeah, she was disinherited. I don't know how to do that. How to disinherit someone, because that removes all kinds of claims. Disinherited. This character is disinherited. I don't know if that is because they were not happy with the marriage, but anyhow. So yeah, in the last video I told a little bit about the history. If you like me doing that, you know, please say so. If you don't like it and you're like, more game time, say that. And now we'll actually have 10 minutes of game time. I'm sorry for the hiccup. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, immediately we see these forests pop up. They will probably move here, they will move here. This is at most 5k, so we will go this way. That way, and we'll try to get to Manderford, the balls. The Lostons also mustered. I think the Craig Hall is over here. We have the Lostons, Florence, and really the high towers, which is pretty impressive, since perhaps you can see it over here. It's such a rich history. I'm not sure where they are. Oh yeah, here. All high towers, born from Rhaena Targaryen, who was the daughter of Daemon Targaryen. Aemon Targaryen in personal combat. Not sure who Aemon is. He's still alive. That's so nice. Yeah, Driftmark. We want to know the Valyrians. But anyhow, so it's pretty impressive, you know, seeing the extensive lines that were and still are between the Targaryen household and the high towers. To
see the High Towers join our side. They're obviously not happy with him. We kind of like him. We don't care. We're busy with the war. So that was one instance in which we could have been like, oh, we really like him, so we should. We kind of obviously, of course, ignore him, but from a gaming perspective, we would not. Okay, these will be popping up. Since it's still a beta version of the mod, it's not a beta, but it's a 0.9.2 version of the mod AGOT. I will provide a download link again, so these events will be popping up. That's okay. So where are you going? No, we're not doing that. We will continue to do this. Speed 3 for a bit. Come on. Go. Yes. Your steps and something from charge made the ultimate sacrifice when he was cornered by a desperate crowd of beggars and black arts and trampled to death. Doesn't seem like such a sacrifice. It just seems like sheer panic. We once again, our war chest isn't that big. Send for Maester. No! Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh. God. Okay, we don't have any vassals, so just... Come join us, join us. We won? How? He disbanded? What happened? I'm not sure what happened. 5th, 3rd of May. Let's see. I think the reach is pretty much done for. So we'll wait. Yes. Excellent. Excellent Pain. Excellent Lauren of Pain. Excellent. No, and we do want to know because these are our true allies. Come on, join us. Holly Hall. Yes, come on. This is the Malisters, the Pains. We should check how many men they have. 4,000, 3,000 current levy. So that's a 6,000 to the cause. It really depends, like if the AI movement is smart or not. Otherwise, we will just, you know, lose regardless, because it just doesn't matter. But as you can see over here, the Riverlands are busy with something. Let them stay busy for a little while. He is de jure war over Sosin, and he is really easily gonna win, but perhaps it will buy us the time. He will be groomed for command, and yes, I have lack of funds. I don't care, because we don't have any values. From a gaming perspective, we don't care. We of course do care, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah, so these are the kind of Sons of Abraham things that are propping up. You have the Septon, who is not on our side yet. In the last war, he was. He is not now. He doesn't have any levy, so it doesn't matter. We cannot request an excommunication because he doesn't have a religious authority. So that's that. We cannot raise it. There's no point in raising it. But yeah, so the Sons of Abraham, you know, the College of Cardinals wants to become a high almoner. I do not want to know about that. Left. We just have to remind ourselves to check that. Ah, yeah, we do want to know about that, but there will be more. Yes. 18. How many is this? They're coming, okay. We might. Yes, come. Join, yes. Yep, we got them. We got this one. I think we got this one. Sometimes I really feel like if you bump up the speed, you know, like you are like you're messing with the gods, you know? You're just messing with the gods. Yeah, second, get that war score. He is fighting in King's Landing. So, in an effort, because AI is not going to do it, Bertrand is still alive. He became incapable in one. The other one he just rocked. It is really depending on what happens. But we want to catch that little Daeron the Good, you craven man. Come out and fight!
So finally we get the claims. Even though the entire war was purported upon the claims, which is of course just Iron Throne, we also get a claim on King's Landing and on Dragonstone. Daemon Blackfyre was a true heir of King Aegon IV. How can it not be so when he was given the ancestral sword of Blackfyre? My bloodline is the rightful line of kings, the Targaryen line of Aegon's son Daeron being illegitimate, and as such I will sit upon the Iron Throne. I am the rightful ruler of the Seven Kingdoms, and King's Landing is an integral part of that title. I am the rightful ruler of the Seven Kingdoms is an integral part of that title, of that, you know, of that domain. Of that demands. It should be mine, yeah. Join. Let's smash up some iron cronies. The iron cronies. that is so childish. Such a bad joke. Reminds me of the jokes my mother made. Not the kind of harsh humor that we had in our family. No. Just ping ponging. That's how they call it on the boards. That's something I learned from a Roomba, and you probably already know. It's a great term, the jargon. After this one, we'll probably stay attached. We want him to be the man. The Reach still doesn't have that many men. Oh my god, no, he is fighting something. Cool. Dorne is mustering something. They don't have too many men. So kind of the primary thing to do is remain in a big stack. It has to be at least 25k. So attach. What? You know, don't mind the attrition. It's gonna be there. You want to remain attached because otherwise they're gonna get picked off. Is he fighting? Yes, he's fighting. Where are you fighting, my good lord? You are fighting in King's Landing. So he is already sieging it. That's great. That's just great. We kind of want to direct the AI sometimes by just nudging them somewhere. Good. Okay. They need to get there. Close eye on the AI, what they're gonna do. They might be totally arbitrary in their, you know. No. And you can kind of nudge them in that way as well. Yep, there we go. They're gonna join up. Smash that army as well. Smash it. Smash it. It reminds me of Arumba's playthroughs of Fredegar. Fredegar smash! Hear me roar. That one's mine though. And now we're just picking them up. That's cool. Okay. Cockles ones. The Peaks. Amazing country name. Country name. No big armies coming our way. Yeah. My time is up. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Once again, my name is Antihero. If you want to hear more about history, please say the word. If you want to hear less and more action, if you have any ways of increasing immersion and you say, you know, I'm sorry, but you have overlooked that, please do say so. Put it in the comments below. I will read them regularly, and I hope you have been enjoying it. I hope you will see the next video, and like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye!